Yo, yo. Today I want to talk about, I think, Destiny 2 doesn't need a new subclass, at least right now. Because I think it's pretty a popular opinion that, like, the expansion looks a little bit lame because there's no subclass. I think three subclasses in a row is a little. That's something. I don't think we need a third, though. I think the game is in a pretty poor position as it is right now. And I don't think another subclass is going to fix much of that. And I think we saw that with Prismatic. Like, if we're being real, Prismatic, cool as hell. Final Shape overall peak Destiny, so peak. But the problem was, you finish Final Shape and you're back to Destiny. You go back to doing strikes, Crucible, Gambit if you're one of them. But you don't do anything really that, because there's nothing to do in Destiny. That's the thing. So what, at least from what it looks like, at least most of the changes we've seen, because we haven't actually seen much of the expansion if we're being real. I think we've seen majority quality of life changes, honestly. From what it looks like they're actually trying to fix their, like, what needs to be fixed. Because there's a lot of, you know, there's not really much reason to play the game or grind things now, We can use the same weapons from years ago. Armor, don't even talk about armor. It's been even longer with armor. So it's just the game needs like a whole refresh overall, and I think a lot of people that's why they wanted a Destiny 3. I'm not gonna lie, don't get me started on that because like I don't really, you know, want a Destiny 3 at all. But I think these are some good changes. It's changing up the grind. You can't use the same loot you've been using for like 5+ years. You actually have to go grind something new. And for like a lot of people, that's actually a problem. Like the looter shooter they play, you have to like go loot more. And it's like I promise you, you can farm new armor. You don't have to delete all your weapons. But I think a subclass doesn't do much to help the game right now. I think it's actually probably one of the last things the game really needs. Because at the end of the day, it is just the big shiny thing to put on the box of the expansion, and you buy it, right? Stasis, Strand, Prismatic, all cool things. But every year, the further we went, uh, just like it doesn't matter the quality of the expansion because the game was always bad. It was like you put a band-aid on for the expansion. Once the raid was over, the band-aid comes off, and you see how bad the game was. So I don't think right now a subclass does anything for the game. But I think loot incentives, they need to work on all that. There's still a lot of work to do. Like I don't think the artifact bonus is the best right now, I'm not gonna lie. But I think the new loot, the shinies, the gear tiers, or the set bonuses at least, I think all of it's actually pretty good changes. But a lot of people, I think they are just tired of Destiny, and it's reasonable, 10 years of a game, anything like that, yeah. But I haven't seen many people talk about it because I think it is pretty much the popular thing right now to just talk bad on the game and not actually see what they're trying to go for. So, because instead of anything, they'll be like, yeah, the expansion looks boring. And I won't lie, the first time I seen it too, when they first did the reveal, I was like, the expansion looked kind of mid, but the quality of life changes like tied me over. And what they're doing with the story, hopefully it looks like enticing because that needs more mystery, not our answers always being solved and not like the veil, whatever that was. But I think it's a good path for Destiny, we're being honest. So, but all we can do is see next month when it comes out. Yeah, that's just my 2 cents. You have a good one.